Welcome to Colorado Rockies baseball this afternoon. Cactus League action. The Rockies and the Kansas City Royals. Before moving into the starting rotation, 3-2 is low on Bobby Witt. Tell you what, that's why he is one of the guys you want to watch in baseball. His 5th season in the big leagues. First pitch swinging and driving at Caglione to deep center field. It'll one-hop the wall. Carrick makes a good play on it into Tovar. The ball skipped by Ezekiel, but backed up by Castro. They hold Witt at third. But is how he's going to attack various hitters. Grounded to short. Tovar flips it back to second, and they get him. Throw to first, and they get Perez. What a double play as Caglione got too far away from second. Witt play.
Tovar positioned perfectly prior to the pitch to make that play, kind of close to that second base bag, and he
6-4-3 double play.
No, not at all.
Because Castro had to tag Caglione, and Lane Thomas fights off a sinker down and in and loops it into right center field. And that will bring home Witt, so the Royals do score to make it 1-0. Michael Massey, a left-handed batter, middle infielder. He'll break his bat and drop it into right field for a hit. Up with the ball, McCarthy. His throw is cut off as Thomas, with good speed, gets to third. Time the last month and a half. 3-1, runners not going. That's ball 4, and that will load the bases.
Jack, they've got their superstars back. Salvador Perez, Bobby Witt.
The wheels turning, trying to find something. Lofton drives it to deep left, and it is gone. Hung a slider, and it's a 3-run homer for Nick Lofton. A 4-run inning for Kansas City here in the top of the first.
Yeah, he got that one good. And when the ball was hit, looked like Jordan Beck may have a beat on it going back to the warning track, but it was just over the fence and out into the Burn Mountain left.
Ball carries well in the spring as a rule. The 2-2. Ground ball hit to the left side. Tovar to his left has it on over to Condon to end the inning. But the Royals score 5 times with 2 outs. Rockies will try and dig into that when we come back. Lugo's cushion is a nice one. 5 runs as Jake McCarthy puts a bunt down. Lugo charges, picks, throws, and got him on a great stretch at first base. Field pulled way around to the right. 3-2 is hit well to right on the run, and not getting to it is Caglione. Castro digging his way into second. He's there standing. First hit of the afternoon for the Rockies. A ringing double to right for Willie Castro.
Castro's
0-2 pitch is cut on and missed, and Lugo able to strand Castro. After an inning, 5-0 Kansas City on the KOA Rockies radio network.
Or you get some guys that got both. Just figuring it out as we go.
He got a sinker on the first pitch and clobbered it halfway up the hillside and left. Touch him all time. Jordan Beck, and the Rockies are on the board.
right on cue. He got all of that one. First home run of the spring for the outfielder. Just to the left of that green batter's eye in dead center field. And he'll circle the bases, giving the Rockies their first run.
Well, there's no question the power is there for Jordan. And we'll talk as we go on here. I mean, it's semantics a little bit, calling it the go zone. I mean, that's the area that you were at your strongest, and Tovar drives it to center, but there'll be room this time, and on the track right in front of the wall, Lane Thomas brings it down. Pretty erect stance, a little flex to the knees. The 2-2, he got fooled, and he takes a sinker for a called third strike. There's a lot of expectation, and this is why, as he hammers it to left, and that's gone. I mean, that was a rocket touch of all time. It took a heartbeat to get out of here. I can't wait to see the exit velocity on that one. Second solo homer of the inning, third homer of the spring for Condon.
You're right, an absolute bullet, and that's when you know he is going well. He has the ability to do that, just damage the baseball. And people ask about Charlie Condon. Jack, when you watch him hit, it just sounds different. It sounds different than anyone else when he swings the bat and makes solid contact.
Takes a strike from Lugo. Breaking ball hit up the middle, and that'll get into center field. A base hit for the minor leaguer, left-hander. And it's hit number 4 for the Rockies. Becomes a full-time starter, and they're different guys. Ground ball up the middle off Lugo's glove. Barehand pick couldn't be made by Massey at second. Everybody's safe. An infield hit for Jake McCarthy. To played in KC early last season. Little chop. Lugo able to grab it. He'll flip it underhand to first to get Castro and retire the side. Homers by Beck and Condon. 5-2 KC after 2.
Third. Righty Lugo into the wind, delivers home, pitch is swung in, sharply hit to second, but waiting for it, Michael Massey. Now he bobbles it, quickly picks it up, fires to first base, and the throw a little bit off the line, but Drury stays with it to record the out.
Full third inning.
1-2 pitch, win a ground ball right side. It's going to get between the first baseman Drury and second baseman Massey out in right field for a hit. Moniak quickly dropping the bad handle and singling to right. As two leaders we play here, inning number 3. Here's the 0-2 to Beck. And it's in there for a call, third strike. So Beck left standing. That's strikeout number 3 for Seth Lugo. And that is battles that bat back and forth right side. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swings and misses in an off-speed pitch. And Tovar strikes out to end the inning. 4 punch-outs through 3 innings for Seth Lugo.
Is in the gym or on the mound?
Way to work. 1-2 pitch, swung on a ground ball over the mound towards second, rushing in. It's Castro from the dirt, makes the play, underhand flips to Condon, and it's in time to get Blanco. Nicely done by Willie Castro. Trouble written all over. That was a little squibber to the right side of the diamond.
Yeah, it had that corkscrew spin on it, so no chance for Feltner to get to it or Salvi in terms of his leadership.
3-2, misses high with an off-speed pitch to Feltner. That is ball 4. After getting an innocent fly ball and a ground ball, Ryan Feltner has walked 3 in a row. And
they haven't been out of the zone, but that's where they've been missing.
Here's the payoff pitch, and it's swung on. That's hit towards right, hit well. Here's McCarthy on the run. He's going to get it. It's by him and rolls to the fence. Witt Jr. is in. Caglione right behind him. Here comes Marrero around second, digging for third is Lane Thomas, and he pulls up with a base-clearing 3-run triple, and it's now 8-2 Royals.
3-1 to count on Drury, and he'll hit it up the middle and into center field for a base hit. There's a veteran player saying, this guy's going to give me something to hit here. He doesn't want to worry. In recorded history, pitch is low to Lofton, and there's walk number 9. 2-1 and nobody out. Royals here in the 5th. There's a liner towards McCarthy. He reaches up, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Drury. He'll come home to score. Sacrifice fly makes it 9-2 KC. That's 3-2 count. Runner from first will go, and Witt sends it way up in the air to left. Not that deep. Tovar going out, called off by Jordan Beck, and that will end the inning. KC gets another tally. We're middle of 5, and if you stand there at the plate, it sure looks like it is.
It sure does, let me tell you.
2-1 hit well to left, going back on the ball with some room. Blanco, a step or so shy of the track, makes the catch on McCarthy. Of Jake McCarthy's approach, you know. Try and pull that lefty, it's a problem. Batting right-handed as a switch hitter, Willie Castro says, I can pull him. And Willie gets his second hit of the day, a base. Not that the Cactus League gets you to the World Series. Pitch swing and a miss. 98-mile-an-hour heater there. That's why Reagan's is so highly regarded. 0-2, foul tip held on by the catcher. 98-mile-an-hour heater. That ends the 5th inning. We'll head to the 6th, 9-2 KC here on the KOA Rockies Radio Network. Well, to my ever-loving thanks to Warren Schaefer, there's another walk by Rockies pitching today. Ball 4 to Caglione, and walk number 10. Eli Marrero batting for the first time, grounds it by a diving Condon at first into right field. On his way to third, Caglione's in there, and the Royals looking to add on, have 2 aboard and nobody out here in the same time. Ground ball hit to short, backhanded by Tovar to second for 1. Lopez to first, and the ball's not handled by Charlie Condon. They get an out. They would have had 2. The run scores, but the Caglione scored. Marrero out at second. Line drive, base hit to right. Michael Massey will send the runner to third, and I'm sure Ryan Feltner thought he had a strikeout. Bouncing ball hit to Condon. He'll go to second for 1, back to first. No chance on that. The runner scores from third. Classic which will get underway next week. Chop towards third. Big hop for Toro. His throw is low but grabbed by Squires at first. 1 down. One out in the Rockies 6th. They're down 11-2. Big shift on the infield. Cole will loop it into right field for a hit. Good plate coverage there. Fooled on a changeup, but kept that bat back and looped it into right field for Carrick's first hit. Doug Niemeyer, of course, at master control for us. Ground ball hit towards third. Toro to second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. We've played 6. 11-2 Kansas City on the KOA Rockies working tomorrow. Pitch hit high and deep to right, and that's going to be halfway up the hillside. A home run for Brett Squires, and that makes it 14-2.
No doubt about that one, Jack. You get all of it.
Royals came in having hit 10 homers here in the spring, so they've added to that with a couple, and they have had so many of those walks come around to score. I mean, that's just 30s, and has thrown a first pitch strike to 4 of them. Ground ball by a diving attempt at first base from Cordova. On his way to third goes Ramirez. Toro with hit number 10 for Kansas City. 3-2 is strike 3 called, and Rave is going to challenge it. I mean, it was called a strike. Rave is going to be out. Call confirmed. Chris Guccione probably said, and don't ever think of doing that again in a spring training game. Pitch is looped into left field. Held back on a breaking ball. That's a base hit for Tolbert. Home comes Ramirez, and it's 15-2. Walked his first time up. Left on left with Justice. He'll hit it towards left. That's going to drop for a hit in front of Troy Johnston. He got to it quickly, sent it in. The runners move up a base, and now the bases are reloaded as Cross gets with the bases full of teammates. He'll bounce it to third. To second for 1. Relay to first is not in time. Lopez had some trouble coming up with the ball. I was surprised he didn't go home. And the 3-1 hit towards center. G.J. Hill is there to grab it and end the frame. A 5-run 8th that is 16-2 Kansas City on center field. And he'll drive it to right, but in the track of it, the Right fielder Rockefeller, he'll make the catch. Throw will go into second. Tagging and scoring is Sullivan. Mazzucato, glove at the belt. Fires and gets strike three called. And Cordova wants to challenge, but the Rockies don't have any. And that's out number 2. Mazzucato checks the runners. The 3-1 is sent in the air to left. Backing up, but room for cross. Shy of the track, makes the catch. Rockies get a run. 16-3 KC as we head to the 9th. Build up his arm without being overwhelmed with pitches, and there was another dandy sweeper swung on and missed for strike 3. In the big leagues. 3-2 swing and a miss. Just loaded up, and at 96 threw it by Squires. One thing fans, Jeff, need to keep in mind. Fly ball to center field. Hill coming on. Can't get to it, and it'll drop for a hit. Ramirez will get hit number 13 for the Royals. City, former Rocky Carlos Esteves. Shot to a diving Reggio, who snagged it just before it hit the ground at second. Wonderful play by the youngster Rock Reggio. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Elchris Olivares, the pitch, swing and a miss, tied him up inside with that curveball. And that's out number 1 here in the Rockies' 9th. That's 10. The third base side of the rubber, spins and fires, and Lopez hits it inside third and down the left field line. Getting to it quickly was the left fielder Cross, and Lopez will hold with a 1-out single. There's a ground ball left side and high, and a diving try. Toro third. Buxton Fulford with the base hit.